G'day Cheyenne, this is Braden from Pacific Toyota. Hey, thank you again so much for your inquiry on our 2021 Mazda 3 sitting here in front of me, the G20 Evolve, for obviously only $28,990 drive away. Like I was saying on the phone, obviously all your inclusions, all your stamp duties, your transfers, the whole works, all included in this vehicle. With only 30,000 kilometers as well. So obviously, like I said, we're obviously up here in Cairns. So I'm currently standing at our main yard at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there, all our service departments down the road. We're obviously pretty jam-packed here at the moment. So like I said, we house about nearly 300 vehicles at any one time between our two yards. So we've got another one closer to town as well. But yeah, like I said, we're absolutely busting at the seams, so it makes it nice and easy to get some absolutely fantastic cars just like this one here. So the whole idea, like I said, for this video is just to try and go through in as much detail as I can. I'll show you through all the service history and everything as well. It's just a private owner down in Bowen, so full service history through Mazda down there. Looks obviously no chips or cracks or anything through the windscreen, looking really good through there, and obviously through that grey paint. That's all just a little bit of dust. Unfortunately, just get a little bit dusty. Sitting here next to the highway, but looking really tidy through the actual bonnet itself. A couple faint little sort of just there and there. There's a couple little stone chips. Same thing just there and there. So but they're about the size of the tip of your pen. I just want to be as picky as I can for you. I did twist these wheels out because I wanted you to see the tyre treads there too. So there's little indicators just on the inside there. So as you can see, there's about probably 70% left on that tread, so absolutely stacks left in there. We've got those beautiful genuine charcoal Mazda wheels. That one's looking like it's in really good nick as well. There's a bit of a look on the front here too. Again, a couple tiny little hairline mark there. You can't really feel it with your fingernail, but just a faint little mark. A couple little stone chips, nothing too bad. Just those common ones that you always get from sort of driving on the highways and that. Again, a couple little... That's just come off with my finger, bit of polish. Same thing, that's coming off too. I'm trying to get the camera under there for you. Again, a couple of tiny little stone chips. Just want to try and be as picky as I possibly can for you. Again, little hairline mark. Bit of polish might clean that up. It's always something we can look at for you. Looks like the front end's just caught a bit of a gutter or something like that as well. But other than that, again, absolutely stacks of tread down here. So a little bit of gutter rash on those ones. Just pretty common with all these, always the lower sort of cars. So very tidy as we come down the rest of the passenger side here. A couple little marks on the inside. Now those little stone chips and that, if they're a concern, let me know. It's always something that we could potentially look at getting touched up for you, or something along those kind of lines to help out, to seal them off. Obviously electric windows the whole way around, build plate and everything just there for you. Beautiful seats, the genuine Mazda floor mats here as well. So just give you a bit of a look under there. Same thing across the dash, very tidy. Back there as well. So while we're up here, all your books, manuals, everything's all on the inside there too. I just want to show you those service histories. Go. Alrighty, so Bowen Mazda 2022 in February at 9,800 Ks. Next service had obviously end of the 2022 at 20,000 Ks. So 2023 in June at 30,000. Again, all through Bowen Mazda, Bowen Mazda, Bowen Mazda. And they're not due for another service until June this year, sorry, at 40,000 Ks. So plenty of service history. It's exactly the sort of cars that we got to have. They got to be well looked after and well maintained. Looking pretty good across that bonnet there too. Just a little bit dusty, but again, we get them detailed before we send them down again. Just in the rest of the passenger side again, just a couple little marks. No, that's coming off. All of that's coming off. That's just our little brochures on the car. Child lock and everything on both these rear doors. Again, electric windows the whole way through. So got the black on black stitching. A little leather on that there too. Not too bad through the entrance there. Obviously put that seat all the way back, but under some of those floor mats there too. So child anchor points on all three of these seats as well. We got a little argument separator in the middle, button up the top there. Drop that one down and just give you a look in the back. So we've got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points on those seats. Push that back up. Just looking out of that rear wheel. Again, a little bit of gutter rash, which is always pretty common for these ones. Fuel's obviously on the passenger side here too. Just unlocks like that one. As soon as you actually lock the car though, that will lock too. Rear parking sensors all across the back here. Little mark. Again, that's just coming off too. A couple light sort of luggage marks through that there. Just those sort of common ones that you do get. Spare tyres just under there. Some jack tools. Everything all around the outside as well. That's actually a hard platform, so if you ever need to change those tyres, it gives you a nice hard platform to work off. And like I was saying, so you've got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points in there too. Just a little hairline mark there, very sort of faint. But like I said, obviously they're used cars, like they're always going to have marks and whatnot, but I just want to try and be as picky as we can. Now, that's all coming off. Just a little mark there, nothing too bad. Again, just little marks in the wheel, but absolute stacks of tread left in there too. So the inside, a couple sort of marks, very light mark in that plastic there, just obviously somebody catching their shoe. So floor mats the whole way around. Looking very tidy on that inside. So before we jump inside, best part about having private cars, and this is obviously what we try and get with every single one obviously, is obviously the genuine keys here. So you've got the central locking, so you can push that one. It's going to fold those mirrors in, tuck them in on either side. As soon as you unlock them, it's going to come back out. So the genuine Mazda keys, and then obviously the same thing for the spare one. So working perfectly fine as well. So 2 beautiful keys there, working well. Looks like a little, no, that's just coming off my finger. Finally, just through the driver's side door card now too. A couple little sort of faint marks in there, again just people sort of catching their shoes, jumping in and out. Height adjustments all through here, so you can lift that one up, crank it up for short people like me. We've got adjustments there for the lumbar, for that lower part as well. Again, looking pretty good under there too. Bonnet release is just under there, so I will pop that because I want to show you under there before we finish. Got a couple little buttons here for you, so I stop. So when you come up to the traffic lights or you stop, come to a halt, the car's actually going to turn off. The second you sort of release pressure on that brake, it's actually going to turn itself back on. So the idea is it saves a bit of fuel, but if you don't like it, you can turn it on and off. Or your traction control, those little parking sensors I pointed out, you can all turn off with that one, and that's the safety side of things there too. All automatic headlights and high beam options, otherwise your blinkers, everything are all like normal. All the masking controls to the driver's side are all on here too. So you've got all your window controls and window locks. You can actually fold those mirrors in manually yourself from here too. And of course left side and right side with central locking all up there too. You do have a blind spot monitor in this one as well, so it's got little sensors, so if somebody or a motorbike or anybody's in your blind spot and you can't see them, that's going to illuminate orange and it's going to let you know as well. So we're going to jump in. You do have to have your foot on the brake to start him. As soon as you put it in far enough, it's going to go green. Start that one up for you. Close up these doors because it's a little bit hot here today. Turn that radio down. Righto, trying to take there. There we go. So what do we got? 33,997 kilometres as it sits right now. Obviously no engine lights or dash lights or anything like that either. She is due for a little bit of fuel, but I'm sure we can probably sneak a bit in there for you as well if it's if you decided to move forward. That's just some little marks there. Looks like we might be able to hit them with a bit of polish or something like that and try and see if they'll come out. But again, just trying to be as picky as we possibly can for you. Very tidy across the actual rest of the dash there too. I'll try and get it so you can see it, but there's a heads-up display for these ones here, so it's actually printed up onto that windscreen. See how it disappears when my finger goes. So we've got the your odometer, sorry, we've got the speedo and your sign detection there too. So it actually tells you what kilometers the area is, what sign you've driven past. So it says 50 kilometers an hour there. So very handy while you're driving. Nice massive big screen up here. We've got a little reverse camera tucked in the back there. Like I said, as soon as we get close to the cars and everything around you, the sensors are going to beep faster and faster. And of course the reverse camera there too makes life very much a lot easier. We got this beautiful little setup down the bottom here. Really love, probably my favorite thing about the Mazdas is the controls. So we've got the toggle there to basically go up and down the menus. We can click that in, the whole works, and you can adjust that like that as well. So you control all these different menus and everything from down the bottom here. You can go to different stations. We can go, this is your home menu here, so straight into the music. The phone calls, entertainment for the music, all your communications, phone calls, sat nav, personal settings, everything like that, all controlled from down the bottom here as well. This one here is basically just a quick button, so you got a little favorites button there that you can actually change what that takes you to, and of course your volume controls, mute, everything like that, changing songs and everything from that little one there as well. We've got obviously a parking brake there as well, so as soon as we put it into drive, simply put your foot on the brake, push that down, it's going to disengage and bring you back up to engage it as well. Got an auto hold there too, so while you're in drive, that's actually going to hold you in place. The second you go to take off, it's going to release and take pressure off the, so you can leave it in drive. So if you're at construction sites, things like that, where you don't want to be putting it in park and you just want to sit there and wait with your foot on the brake, it's going to hold you in place and give you foot of rest on the brake, sorry. We've got sports mode there for you too. We do have a manual option here as well, so you can flick that over, go down the gears by pushing down and back up and back down by pushing it up as well. We've got little paddle shifts on the left hand side here and on the right, so you can go up the gears on the right, down the left, so you can control the gears completely independently by yourself. Everything else, what do we got? Wipers are all on the left. They've got automatic options there for you too. Fan speed's all in the middle for the aircon. Temperatures for the left and the right side are totally independent there too. Hazard lights, USBs for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and everything like that as well. Bunch of storage through there, cup holders in the middle, whole bunch of storage in there as well with more USB ports and accessory plugs and whatnot as well. You can have that back so it doesn't crunch your cords as well. Otherwise we've got drop down handles the whole way around, including the driver's side, adjustable seat belts at the front here. We got mirrors on this inside, sunny holders up the top, and same thing on the driver's side there too. And of course, little eyes in the back of the head, so a couple little options up here. So there's, when anyone in the back that's got their seatbelt off, that's going to light up and illuminate, tell you who you need to yell at. But other than that, there's pretty much everything. Did try and get everything in as much as we could. So I just want to leave this running for just a second because I did pop that bonnet, and I want to show you into there. So stunning day here in Cairns. We've had months of rain, and this is about the second day of blue skies that we've actually had. It's a nice little change. See a little motor in there too, a little 4-cylinder. Back in the corner. Totally well looked after. Like I said, full Mazda service history in there too. So again, thank you so much for your inquiry, and yeah, cannot wait to hear your feedback soon.